misses. Michael Dixon set to kick off. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be... Something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now
first carry now for Jordan Howard.
the Texans.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers pointing their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 15 carries, 72 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter whether they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. John Simon in on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy, no matter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Watson's pass intercepted by Washington.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run, Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. To throw on 3rd down, Colbert. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
29-yard line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 40, 12 yards there and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Gain of 18 on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
From the gun, Colbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Colbert out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, Colbert. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
That's complete right around the 8. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Colbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Washington 6.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On first down, Watson. It's caught. Stills, right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first and 10, Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you... Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out first and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Darren Lee there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Washington 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. This is Freeman on first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Washington first down.
Looking to throw. Colbert. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Colbert. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Colbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun. Colbert. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Back to throw. Colbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 2nd and 9, Watson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's letting it fly for Cook. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on 1st down. Colbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Colbert looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Colbert's pass.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Colbert gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Colbert's pass.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a dump off here complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Colbert steps away. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Colbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
24. Washington 17.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Johnson. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had